Welcome to your beginner flow. All you'll need for today is a blanket or a towel. We'll meet in a comfortable seated position, Sukhasana, on the mat. You can also choose to sit on your blanket or your towel to lift the hips above knee level. Closing down the eyes whenever you're ready, and choosing to place the palms facing down on the knees for grounding or facing up to receive. And start to just bring awareness to your breathing, noticing where your breath is at, and then beginning to consciously draw the breath deeper down into the belly. On your next inhale, sweep the arms up, gaze up, bring the palms to touch. And as you exhale, bring the hands down to heart center. We call this Anjali Mudra. Gently pushing the thumbs in towards the sternum. Gentle twist over to the right as you bring your left hand to the right knee. Inhale to lift, to straighten the spine and to sit taller. And as you exhale, gentle twist from the rib cage. 2 more breaths, just like that. So remaining anchored in your sitting bones here, nice and even. Twisting to the left, right hand comes to the left knee. Left palm is back behind the hips. Inhale to lift. Exhale to twist. 2 more. And come back center. And then taking your blanket or towel, just place it on your mat lengthwise. This is going to serve as padding for your knees. Alternatively, if you feel any issues under the ankles, you can pad the ankles. We're coming into child's pose or balasana. So spreading the knees nice and wide. Big toes come to touch. Draw the arms forward, and you can rest your forehead either on your hands or on the mat. And bring the hands over to the right side. You can place the left palm on top of the right if it feels good. Taking deep, full breaths into the side body. Carry your hands over to the left, placing the right hand on top of the left. Breathing really nice and deep. Child's pose is very calming and regulating for our system. You can always come back to this pose at any time when you feel that you need a bit of a rest. And coming back center, slowly roll the spine up as you stack the spine over the hips, letting the head come last. Interlace the hands and flip the palms away from you. Inhale, raise the arms up overhead, and exhale, round the spine, just bringing the arms chest level. Inhale to rise, gently look up if the neck allows, and exhale to round. Once more, we inhale and exhale to round. Good. Coming to our next pose, tabletop. Stacking the shoulders directly above the wrists and hips directly above the knees. Good. Spreading the fingertips nice and wide and pushing into the mat, activating the arms. As you inhale, drop the belly, gentle gaze up, and as you exhale, round the spine, push into the palms, push the mat away. Inhale, drop the belly, send the sitting bones up, and exhale, round the spine. Mid-back is the widest part. Inhale to drop the belly, exhale to round. Coming to neutral spine to realign and recenter. From here, place the left palm down and open up the right arm towards the sky. Weave the right arm underneath the left and reach the fingertips long, stretching them. Inhale to lift, and as you exhale, weave underneath the left arm and reach. Inhale, rise up, And exhale, tuck the right shoulder down and drop all the way down onto the right shoulder if it's comfortable, keeping the hips directly above the knees. Extending the left arm long in front of you, or you can bring that left arm a little bit closer towards your head. Inhale, draw the left palm underneath the left shoulder. Lift the right arm up, and as you exhale, place the right palm back down. Right palm is down, left arm opens up to the sky, weaving underneath the right arm. Stretch the fingertips long. Inhale, rise. Exhale, weave and stretch. Inhale, rise. Exhale, land on the left shoulder after you've tucked it, and extend the right arm long. Relax the head and the neck wherever you're at, and work to feel that opening in the right side shoulder. You can come up onto the fingertips to get a little bit of a deeper stretch if you need. Bring that right arm back in, lift the left arm up, and exhale, place the arm down. Gently shift the hips from side to side to release any tension. And then bring the right foot forward in between the hands, stacking the right knee directly above the right ankle. So we're coming to a low lunge position. Take a moment here to really breathe into the hips. The back knee is resting on your blanket or towel. And if it's too much to have a deep lunge here, you can tuck the back toes and bring the knee closer in towards your right leg for a shorter stance of a lunge. So this is good if you feel a bit tight in the hips and a deep lunge feels like too much. Wherever you're at, inhale the arms up, breathing here for a few breaths. And then twist open to the right side, bringing the left arm forward and right arm back. You can gaze back towards your right hand if that feels good on the neck. And then inhale, rise up. As you exhale, plant the palms down. Tuck the back toes and bring that right leg back. Shake out the hips. Realign yourself so that the knees are supported on your blanket. Then draw the left foot forward, taking your time any way that feels comfortable getting it there. Make sure that left knee is directly above the left ankle. We don't want the knee coming forwards in front of the foot. Adjust the back knee if you need to, bringing the foot closer in towards you if you need less of a deep lunge. Inhale the arms up. Exhale. Gently open towards the left, right arm forward, left arm back. And to modify, if that back arm feels too tight, you can bend the elbow and bring the hand towards the hip. Inhale, rise up. Arms by the ears. Exhale, plant the hands down and send the left foot back. Gently shake out the hips. Extend the left foot behind you and then the right foot, coming into high plank pose. So the shoulders are directly above the wrists once again. And then gently drop the knees down for our modified chaturanga here. Keep a straight spine. Hug the elbows in for a tricep push-up. Inhale to scoop upwards. Knees are lifted. An alternative option is to come into baby cobra. Bring the arms underneath the shoulders and use the back muscles to gently lift the chest up for a baby back bend here. This is an alternative to upward facing dog if it feels like too much when you're first starting out. And then coming back up to tabletop position, tuck the toes and send the hips back for a bent knee downward facing dog. So we tuck the toes and lift the hips up and bend the knees. Arms are extended nice and long. Chest is melting towards the thighs. Keeping the knees bent here will find more length in the spine, and it will help us to lift the hips a bit more, which is what we really want in our downward facing dog. Slowly start to lengthen out the legs long and walk your dog. So walking your dog just means bending one knee as you lengthen the other leg and switching sides. So we're doing a little walk from side to side. Really helps to open up the hamstrings, especially in our first few downward facing dogs of practice. Inhale, lift up high onto the tippy toes, so onto the balls of the feet, bend the knees, look forward in between the hands, and step 1 foot at a time to the front of the mat. Bent knee, forward fold here. So generous bend in the knees, relax the upper body fully, and grab onto opposite elbows. Release the head from side to side. And breathe here. Inhale to expand the chest, and exhale to drop and release deeper. Rocking the body once again from side to side and shaking the head no. Releasing the neck. Roll out the shoulders and release the hands down. Place the palms down onto the mat and send 1 foot back at a time to your plank pose. Lift the hips for downward facing dog. Dropping down onto the knees, sending the hips back for child's pose. Breathing deep into the belly. Slowly make your way back up to tabletop. Send your right foot back behind you. Lift the right leg. The leg doesn't have to be hip level, lifting as much as feels comfortable for you. We're building core strength here, so gently pulling the navel in towards the spine. Once you find balance, left arm rises, shoulder level. As you inhale, draw the knee and the elbow in together, and as you exhale, extend out. Inhale, draw in, exhale, extend. Inhale, and exhale, and slowly release. Coming into the other side, extend the left foot back behind you, lift the left foot long, right arm rises. Inhale to bend, exhale, extend. Inhale, hug, exhale to lift. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Drop the hand and the leg, making large hip circles to come out of this. So bring the hips all the way back towards the heels, all the way forward towards the wrists, making nice big circles and switching directions, going the opposite way. And then releasing down into child's pose. Coming up onto the fingertips and just rocking the shoulders from side to side. Release the head from side to side. And slowly lift the spine up on your inhale. Draw the legs forward. We're preparing for a forward fold with bent knees. You can also come sitting onto your blanket here for a little bit of extra support. Find a tall spine, flexing the feet, and options to either bind your big toes, which means grabbing the big toes with your peace fingers, or you can bring the hands to the soles of the feet, to the ankles, to the calves, wherever feels accessible. Inhale, lift the chest. Bring one foot at a time a little bit further away, and then exhale, release. Just going as far as feels good in your body. So these can be just tiny little movements. Draw the right heel out, then the left. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round and release. Breathe nice and deep here, keeping the feet flexed. Final time, drawing one heel out at a time. Inhale to stretch and lengthen. Exhale to round and release. Releasing, slowly roll the spine up and windshield wiper the feet from side to side. Bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet onto the mat, and windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Crossing the right leg over the left for a figure 4 stretch. Left sole of the foot is on the mat. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, finding movement, shifting the hips from side to side if that feels good. Otherwise, just remaining still and holding that figure 4 stretch. This posture is helping us to open up the right hip and prepare us for deeper openings such as pigeon pose. Switching sides, bring the left foot over the right, flex the left foot, maybe finding some movement. I find this helps to open up the hips a little more than staying stagnant, but honor your body and whatever feels good for you. Big inhale, exhale, let it go. Soles of the feet come to touch now, knees fall away from you. So bring the soles of the feet further away from your hips to create a less intense stretch. This is butterfly or Baddha Konasana pose. Inhale to keep a straight spine. And as you exhale, you may choose to find a different hand posture, bringing the arms down forward, wrapping them around your feet, and folding forward if that feels comfortable for you and accessible. Otherwise, you're welcome to keep a straight spine. Wherever you're at, roll the spine up and close the knees with your hands. You can take your blanket or towel and fold it or roll it up to create a little bit of cushion for underneath the knees. Gently lie all the way onto your back for shavasana. Final meditation, palms face up to receive. Let the feet splay out. And just allow yourself to melt into the mat. Release all the tension in the body. Take a nice big cleansing breath in through the mouth. And exhale, release, let it go. Feel free to remain in your shavasana for as long as you are able. And when you're ready to come out, bending one knee in at a time, rocking the hips from side to side, and then rocking and rolling along the spine until you find your way up to seated in a cross-legged position, eyes closed, hands at heart center. Thank you so much for joining me for your beginner flow today. I hope you are encouraged to continue on your yoga journey, and just know that there's no rush. You're exactly where you're meant to be. I honor you for showing up. Namaste.